2 raised to the power x plus 2 raised to the power 1 minus x is equal to 3. We have to find the value of x. For us to answer this question, first we are going to start by simplifying 2 raised to the power 1 minus x. 2 raised to the power 1 minus x is simply the same as 2 raised to the power 1 times 2 raised to the power negative x. 2 raised to the power 1 is simply equal to 2 times 2 raised to the power negative x is the same as 1 on 2 raised to the power x. This will simply be the same as 2 all over 2 raised to the power x. We are going to replace 2 raised to the power 1 minus x with 2 all over 2 raised to the power x. This will give us 2 raised to the power x plus 2 all over 2 raised to the power x is equal to 3. Next step, what we have to do is we have to eliminate 2 raised to the power x at the denominator. Here, we are going to multiply all through this equation by 2 raised to the power x. Take 2 raised to the power x times 2 raised to the power x plus 2 on 2 raised to the power x is equal to 2 raised to the power x times 3. 2 raised to the power x times 2 raised to the power x, it simply gives us 2 raised to the power. Applying the laws of indices, we are simply going to add the powers x plus x plus 2 raised to the power x times 2 over 2 raised to the power x. 2 raised to the power x here can be expressed as 2 raised to the power x over 1. You see that this and this will strike off. We'll be left with 2 is equal to 2 raised to the power x times 3 gives us 3 times 2 raised to the power x. We send out the constant. This will give us 2 raised to the power x plus x gives us 2x plus 2 is equal to 3 times 2 raised to the power x. Next step, we are going to send 3 times 2 raised to the power x to the left. It becomes negative. This will give us 2 raised to the power 2x minus 3 times 2 raised to the power x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation of which we have to solve for x. For us to solve this quadratic equation for x, we are going to start by changing the variable. We are going to change the variable to a new variable of a. We are going to let 2 raised to the power x be equal to a. Then, if we square both sides, 2 raised to the power x all this squared will be equal to a squared. This will imply that 2 raised to the power x all this squared, we are simply going to multiply the powers. X times 2 gives us 2x is equal to a squared. In the quadratic equation, we are going to replace 2 raised to the power 2x with a squared. We are going to replace 2 raised to the power x with a. This will give us a squared minus 3 times a plus 2 is equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation. This quadratic equation can be solved by the method of factorization. We need two numbers such that their sum is equal to negative 3 and their product is equal to 2. We make use of negative 1 and negative 2. Negative 1 plus negative 2 gives us negative 3. Negative 1 times negative 2, it gives us positive 2. This will give us a squared plus, we are going to replace negative 3 with negative 1 plus negative 2. We know positive, negative stays, which is the size negative 1 minus 2. We multiply this by a plus 2, we equate it to 0. This will give us a squared plus, we have to expand this bracket, negative 1 times a gives us negative a, negative 2 times a gives us negative 2a plus 2 is equal to 0. This will give us a squared, positive, negative stays, e squared minus e minus 2e plus 2 is equal to 0. Next step, what we have to do is we are going to take the first pair, we factorize, we take the second pair, we factorize. For the first pair, e is common, e times e gives us e squared, e times negative 1 gives us negative e. For the second pair, we are going to factor out negative 2. Negative 2 times e gives us negative 2a. Negative 2 times negative 1 gives us positive 2. We equate this to 0. We have two terms. The two terms we have, e minus 1 is common times e minus 2. We equate this to 0. For this product to be equal to 0, either e minus 1 is equal to 0 or e minus 2 is equal to 0. Solving for e in the two linear equations, for the first one, e will simply be equal to 1. For the second, e will be equal to 2. We are not solving for e, we are solving for x. We know e is equal to 2 raised to the power x. We are going to replace e with 2 raised to the power x. Then we solve for x. We take the first star by the margin. For e equal to 1, it will simply imply that 2 raised to the power x is equal to 1. Then, if we take log to the base 10 at the left hand side and at the right hand side, this will give us log 2 raised to the power x is equal to log 1. This will imply that log 2 raised to the power x, applying the law of power, gives us x log 2 is equal to log 1. The log of 1 is equal to 0. Next, we are going to divide both sides by the log of 2, which is a constant. This will imply x log 2 divided by log 2 is equal to 0 divided by log 2. Log 2 will strike off log 2 at the left hand side. Then our x will be equal to 0 divided by log 2. Log 2 is a constant which is different from 0. 0 divided by any non-zero number gives us 0. This is the first solution. For the second one, 2 star, we have e is equal to 2. Then replacing e with 2 raised to the power x gives us 2 raised to the power x is equal to 2. This will imply that if we take log to the base 10 at the left hand side and at the right hand side, this will give us log 2 raised to the power x is equal to log 2. Then, applying the law of power, this will give us x log 2 is equal to log 2. Next, we have to divide both sides by log 2, which is a constant. X log 2 divided by log 2 is equal to log 2 divided by log 2. At the left hand side, log 2 will strike off log 2. We will be left with x equal to log 2 divided by log 2, which gives us 1. This will simply imply that x is equal to 1. Then we conclude, therefore, let's do the conclusion by the side. Therefore, x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 1. This is the solution of this problem. We can verify to see if the solution is correct. If we take the first one for x equal to 0, this will give us 2 raised to the power 0. We have to verify the left hand side will be equal to the right, which is 3. 2 raised to the power 0 plus 2 raised to the power 1 minus 0. This will simply be equal to 2 raised to the power 0 gives us 1 plus 2 raised to the power 1 minus 0 remains 1. 2 raised to the power 1. 2 raised to the power 1 is simply 2. 2 plus 1 gives us 3, which is true. For x equal to 0, we verify the next. For x equal to 1, this will give us 2 raised to the power 1 plus 2 raised to the power 1 minus 1, which is simply equal to 2 raised to the power 1 gives us 2 plus 2 raised to the power 1 minus 1 gives us 2 raised to the power 0. This is simply equal to 2 plus 2 raised to the power 0 gives us 1. 2 plus 1 gives 3, which is true. We are done with the solution of this question. If in case you have any worries, feel free to leave your questions at the comment section. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.